If everyone is not special, maybe you can't be what you want to be.
All right, guys, APW Halloween Hell. I am here with Starboy Charlie. Charlie, how you doing tonight, man?
I'm doing pretty good. Just had a pretty rough match, but it was really fun.
Yeah, man. So we just talked to Steven Cesario, the current APW Junior Heavyweight Champion. You were in the match that he won at that Fatal 4-Way last month. You were in the Triple Threat tonight. So game recognized game next month on the 15th. Could we see Cesario versus Charlie for the APW Junior Championship?
That's a big possibility. I think I'm ready to face him one-on-one. He hasn't really pinned me. I mean, he did make me tap out that one time, but his electric chair before that, it was kind of a low blow. I'm just saying. So I think I could beat him.
Now let's talk about that. I mean, you're 16, correct?
Yeah, I'm 16.
How long have you been wrestling?
I started training when I was about 11 years old, but I started having matches maybe around 13 years old. So,
I mean, so here in the United States, it's really unheard of for somebody to be training that young. I mean, you hear about like Jungle Boy or TJP. You really hear about kids wrestling that young in Japan or in Britain. What was your parents' reaction to you telling them you want to be a wrestler? And then what was your reaction for them letting you train?
I never really told them at first that I wanted to be a wrestler. They just kind of found out because I was doing all like the WWE moves, breaking all the couches and stuff with them. So they just kind of knew. It was always on the TV. And then my mom, she got in contact with Sparky Ballard. He runs Gold Rush Pro Wrestling, the APW boot camp. And then he took a chance on me, and I'm here now. So it worked out pretty well.
Yeah, man. I was just telling Steven I did a trial with APW at the old garage when I was 17. It hurt like hell. So at 11, what does that feel like?
Well, I had a lot of energy too. So I think youth was on my side. And at 11 years old, I just couldn't wait to be in the ring.
All right. So I mean, you're currently in high school, correct?
Yeah.
So what do your friends think about you wrestling on the weekends on the side?
My friends think it's pretty cool. Like, they really encourage me. They think I could make it to the top of the business, so I'm really thankful for friends like that.
I mean, so let's talk about some of your inspirations, because you're quite a few years younger than I am. Is it like still like a Rey Mysterio or a Jeff Hardy when I was a kid, or are you like a Will Ospreay and Ricochet kind of guy?
It started off because I started watching John Cena matches just on YouTube. It never really turned on WWE. I was just, interested in John Cena because all the kids liked John Cena. And then I started watching Rey Mysterio. I started watching Jeff Hardy too. It was Kofi Kingston. But now I kind of like watching like old indie wrestling, like New Japan, old stuff like that. I just think it's kind of interesting.
Like, how old are we talking? Like, give me a time frame.
I don't look at the times. It's just like the videos are kind of bad quality, so that's what I know.
We're talking like late 90s, early 2000s. Okay. So, who's the biggest name you've wrestled so far?
The biggest name I've wrestled so far, I've wrestled Jake Atlas, and I've wrestled Jungle Boy. Jungle Boy at the Young Lions Cup, I was like 14, and then Jake Atlas this year, I wrestled him in a triple threat match with Tony Deppen was in it too. Oh no, it was Fatal 4-Way, and Will Hobbs was also in it. And then me and Luchasaurus, we recently tag teamed at West Coast against Jake Atlas and Dom Kubrick. I think that's how you pronounce it.
You're teaming and wrestling all these AEW guys? AEW signing confirmed?
Not yet.
Not yet. Tony Khan, if you're watching this, sign this kid. He's phenomenal. All right, so I mean, you've wrestled Jake Atlas. Is there a possibility next month we could see you and Jake Atlas for the APW Universal Championship?
I don't know about that because I think Jake's he's on to like some pretty big things right now. Like, I don't know. Am I supposed to like mention that? I don't know.
I mean, the dirt sheets. Apparently, he is signed with WWE. He's supposed to be reporting to the Performance Center in January of 2020. So maybe you take the strap off of him before he heads up there.
I'd like to do that. That'd be pretty good. Jake Atlas, he's one of my favorite people to wrestle. So love to wrestle him one-on-one.
Yeah, man. I mean, that'd be an awesome match, and you've really developed a fan base out here in the Bay Area. I can see every time you come out, it's not just your family; it's the whole crowd that's cheering you, and they love what you're doing. And I really love what you're doing. So, I mean, you're only 16; you have so much time to grow. Because the guys that are really stealing the show are like my age, 22, 23. But you're on the up and up, man. So keep doing what you're doing. I'm incredibly proud of what you've already accomplished, and I think you're going to be a big star, man.
Thanks a lot. It's fun doing this interview, man.
Starboy Charlie.
憧れの闇パンプアップ探してるから